Good morning. It's Devin. And it is our last scheduled day for workshops in the boot camp. You still have plenty of time to go through and watch all of them. The group is a pop-up group. I don't know if you've ever seen that concept where the group will only be there for a short amount of time, and it's just kind of to corral all the information so it's easier for you to find. Um, So we will have this up through July 31st. If you have friends looking at homeschooling for the fall, you can send them the link. They can join, watch the videos, even though they're not live. And I can still answer questions. So always we'll have time to have questions. And on Thursday we have a homeschool question and answer that you can register for. So today, what are we covering today? At 12, we're going to cover all the little bumps like home management, which is like really when I look at long-term homeschoolers, the people with the bumps are not usually curriculum or learning disabilities or things like that. Usually people start getting those settled after a year to 2 years, but the things that consistently cause trouble is time management, menu planning, chores, all those little things. So we're going to go over those this morning, and then at 2, my mind just went blank and I can't remember what we're doing at 2. Let me look real quick. Where did they go? I can't. Oh, there they are. Let's see. Let me pull that. Oh, no, don't do that. Okay, I'm trying to make it bigger. So when to find help and where to find it. So that's what we'll do at 2. At that time, I can tell you a little bit about what I do, where to find other help, other places, what to look for to find it. So anyway, this morning, I want to talk to you about building your tribe. I was telling the moms when we handled socialization that I really think mamas need to look at themselves. And a lot of times you're looking for friends for your kids, but you're forgetting yourself. When you build your tribe, then you have a group of friends to fall back on when you have problems. That's like, they can be your think tank, your brainstorming sessions, your mom's night out, and lots of groups have mom's night out. So that's what I want you to look for, and we're going to go over that a little bit. Let's see. So we're going to talk about building your tribe. I think this is highly, highly important for a homeschool mom, because honestly, when I started, I met moms at the park way back in the day before social media. If I had not built a tribe of friends, I don't know that I would have survived 17 years now. They were gold, and I still treat them like gold. I mean, the ones that I met long, long ago, many of them have graduated, kids have grandkids, and like my mentor who helped me through many bumps, I still meet her for breakfast like once a month. And even though we've moved past homeschooling issues and things, occasionally I do still run things by her and say, hey, I have this high schooler, I'm dealing with this, what do you think I should do? And now moving kids into college for me, I rely on her as someone to ask, even though, because even though I have 17 years, there are times where I doubt myself or I might doubt my decision, and it's good to have people to run things by. So you're going to look for 3 types of friends when you're building these. And keep these in mind. Your first, always try to find at least one homeschool veteran, if not more. And the reason why is because they have experience. They have stability. And even if they have not experienced, they can tell you what they've seen. They've been around a while. We're talking about people who have homeschooled 10, 15 years, 5 years even. You're finding somebody who's had a little bit of time under their belt and they've seen a couple of things. They're usually great for finding resources when you start. Once upon a time there was no social media, and a lot of moms are moving off Facebook. I'm finding a new group that they're not on Facebook, and I do most of my communication through text. We text a lot. So let's see. Find those that are similar to you, moms who are new, moms who have children the same age. I would look for some that have children the same age, but maybe they have a couple of years under their belt. That will help you to give you some resources for your children, but at the same time, they're in the same kind of situation. Find ones that are similar. Then eventually, if you go past 1, 2, 3 years, look for some new mamas that you can help. That's one of the wonderful things about the homeschool community is we are very, very big on helping each other and paying it forward. So my desire is I'm hoping that y'all love homeschooling so much that you want to stay here and that eventually you will be at the place where you can say, hey, let me help you out here. So those are the three to look for that I think are very, very important. So now that I've gone through my things, what do you think you need in a homeschool friend? You can put something in the comments. We can talk about it. And I mean, I bet y'all can have some good ideas. But look for a veteran who has had some time under her belt. Look for someone who's similar and has children the similar age, or maybe y'all pick the same curriculum out. Maybe you I don't know, anything similar. Look for something similar. Then look for someone eventually that you can help. But those are the three. That's building your tribe. That's what we're talking about this morning, because in a lot of ways, I think the mama's socialization, for lack of a better word, is really more important, because more important than worrying about your kids. The kids, there's plenty of activity. Usually COVID is a new situation. We're all in a new situation. There won't be as much activities in the communities as there usually are. So don't judge homeschool and socialization on what you will see this year. We're all in a new place, and we can give each other some grace. I know in my area several co-ops. A co-op is usually a group of parents who will come together and meet and teach each other's kids. Sometimes it's very, very professional, and they might have professors from a college. Sometimes it's just more fun, just to get together and have a great time. But a lot of them are putting things on hold until the spring. So don't judge what you see. There might not be as many field trips. There might not be as many activities as we usually are. In my area, I'm in Mobile, Alabama, we are usually slammed with activities. I mean, we laugh and say the challenge is staying home and doing the schoolwork, because there's so many awesome things going on. So, I'm hoping y'all will have a good time. Let's see, I got a couple of, yes, and look for encouraging ladies, someone who has different ideas, who maybe can show you more about her curriculum. And that's a good point. See, now my face is cut off. Finding people who have a different viewpoint, even that, but look for similar. I mean, you might have different curriculum or different ideas, but your children are the same age, so what she's using is, applicable. That's perfect. That's a good idea. Let's see. Yeah, having the same curriculum can help. But I mean, I like Laura's idea where look for some that have some different, because that's how we used to just way back in the day. I'd say that like I'm so old. I'm not really, I know I'm not that old, but we would bring our curriculum to the park and show each other what we had, and it's like I became the biggest curriculum hog ever. I had tons on my shelf that I never used, because I would go, I wanted all the things. Guys, fight the urge to buy all the things, because then you have nowhere to put it. But if you do, it's totally natural. Most homeschool moms will buy all the things. I saw something. Okay, my youngest is going to be 5. She's going to be in kindergarten, and I saw something on Facebook. Facebook knows where to get me with these advertisements. I saw something. It was like these wooden numbers. Have you seen those? I want them so bad. It is not even funny. Does she need them? Not necessarily. Do I want them? Yes. Will I probably buy them? Yes. Because they're just so cool. It's like I'm reliving my oldest, his childhood. Is like, that's what my girls say. They say, you're buying stuff that you bought for Cole, or you wanted to buy for Cole when you were away, because now we're older and a little bit more stable than we were when we had our first. So that's kind of fun. But yes, I'm so buying those numbers. I don't even know why I'm trying to fool myself and say I'm not, because I am. But let's see. See, it's not just me. If I buy them, then eventually I could probably sell them to you. But no, but anyway, but honestly, the Facebook advertisement has a better price than Amazon. I checked it out. It's not cheaper on Amazon. It's way more. So, you know, look for the advertisement on Facebook. Big difference in price. But anyway, that is what we're covering today. I have to move my screen. I'm outside. I have to move my screen to read it. I know me and Candace, we have fun. I'm so glad she had her youngest. I am so glad. He's so cute. But anyway, so that, yeah, opposites will attract. Ladies with different views are perfect. And yeah, try to have a variety. You know, you don't have to have the same curriculum and you can learn from each other, but definitely find people with similar things like children the same age. Um, Curriculum the same. I mean, just have a variety. Don't. I mean, and you know what? This is another thing I didn't even think about putting on here. Like, don't get discouraged if you don't find your tribe right away. Sometimes it takes time. It takes, you know, like with kids, it takes consistency. You have to be at the same place at the same time for more than one time. I mean, yeah, you may not. I mean, there are friends I have that we did not click at the beginning, and you know, when I first met them, I was like, but then after we were together for a while, it changed. We clicked. I realized I tend to have anxiety. I relaxed. Everything did great, and it really have building your tribe is very important. It will. I'm just saying. I have several veteran friends that we try. I mean, and you put them when they're important, you put them on your calendar. That's one thing my homeschool mentor taught me. When her kids graduated, we could have just let life take its place and we would have never seen each other. And then she called me one day. She goes, now we have to make a decision. If we don't put each other on our calendar, we're never going to see each other. And then we're just going to fade away. So I don't want to do that. So let's put it, you know, and so we started out, it was just like once every quarter. And now and that's how it is mostly in the school year. We'll be maybe every other month we'll meet for breakfast. I have older kids. This is one thing that why it works is because I have older kids now and I can leave my house for a short period. And my husband works from home. So I have that situation where it works. But you do what you can do. I mean, you fit it in. It could be meeting your mentor mom's night out while you know your husband's home on the weekend watching the kids, or hiring a babysitter, or if she has a teen that's a homeschool teen, hiring her to my friends girls, they could be Hayden socks. So as long as I brought them some kind of funky sock pair of socks, they babysat. It was so funny when they were growing up. But see now we meet and we put each other on the schedule. I have other friends locally. Erin, y'all will learn to love her. If you don't know her, she is a mover and a shaker in our area, and we try to put each other on our calendar and meet for breakfast, because if not, then everything we're just our whole communication is Facebook, and we never physically see each other. But so yeah, put people in your calendar. And one thing that we'll talk today at 12, we'll talk about some time management too. If you go over and join Professional Home Educator, Heather, who is a local mom, taught on time management. She was awesome. She's also going to teach on lesson planning later this month. She is fabulous teacher. That's what Professional Home Educator does. We do at least 2 to 4 workshops a month. Summer is less because summer is my busy season. I am a consultant in our area and nationally now. So summer's my busy season, so I don't do as much in with workshops. We tend to do them during the year. I'm doing a lot of the boot camps now. I'm trying to catch all our new mamas and have information in one concise area. But anyway, and I got some stuff coming up in the fall that's going to be fun too. Locally first, and then eventually probably nationwide. But anyway, that was coffee. Even though I had no coffee, I am still out of town. Today wraps up the the boot camp. The videos will stay here until the end of the month. Candace is in here to help answer questions. She didn't know that, but now she does. There's several other veteran mamas who are in here who can catch questions. Next week I have another boot camp. I'll be a little bit less frequent in here. Y'all are welcome to join that one. It is for everybody. It will not go over laws or options. It will just go over those things that most homeschooling mamas have issues with, and most of that is, I think we're going to go over what to teach for high school, what's needed, and we'll go over some other stuff with that. There's time management in there, lesson planning, little things that people want to fine tune. Really, I go off what is requested on the join request. I really, with this boot camp and the one last week, we're very set on what we need to teach because you're getting started. The next one next week is more fine-tuned to what people want, so it could be different every time. But anyway, I'll see y'all at 12. I'm shocked we talk so much. I'm usually, sometimes it's only 10 minutes. Just depends on who hops on and actually talks back. And hopefully my hair will be dry and I will be with my contacts. I think I'm getting an eye infection. You know how that happens. My eyes are watering. But anyway, I will see y'all soon. Do I know any homeschool dads? Yes. If you are local to me, yes, I do know some homeschool dads. It is totally a thing. It is now predominantly, it has been moms, but I'm seeing more and more dads. You can join my professional home educator. That is why we call it professional home educator, and it's not, mom Saturday school or mom group. It's for everybody. But yes, I do know not many dads. I mean, my husband is full-time and he's a homeschool dad, but there's lots of dads who actually teach. Yeah, there's many others. It is totally a thing. Yeah, there are dads, and if you're local, Daniel Driscoll is local. He teaches his children. I know other dads. My husband is picking up some because my homeschool consulting has blown up this year, but he's doing some, so we kind of tag team. But yeah, totally a thing. Lots of dads, not as many. You won't find them on Facebook as much, but I mean, it is totally there. It's just, Daniel Driscoll goes to most of the things locally. We see him most everywhere, and he teaches music classes in the evening. He's a musician. Let's see who else. I'm trying to go off the top of my head, but I can't think of anybody. I know Daniel because he's taught in the group a couple of times. I think there's Instagram. If you want to go on Instagram, there's a homeschool dad that I love following his page because he does a great job. But yeah, totally a thing. It is a rising thing. I think it's only going to get more popular as, dads are coming home to work and sometimes moms are not. No reason why you can't. It works. It's perfect. I think it's a good thing. But anyway, I'm going to jump off. I've got to pull up my resources for 12, and I'm still at my parents', and we leave today. I'll probably do my 2 o'clock on the road. We'll see how that works out, unless we leave early enough, and then I'll just delay it. That is a possibility. I might delay it a little later so I can do it once I get home. But anyway, because, internet. But I will see y'all soon. Oh, now see, is there a question? I don't know of a Facebook support group other than Fee. You can go and Fee. I have asked my husband a couple of times if he wanted to start one, but he's not like a Facebook person. I think that's needed, but professional home educator would be perfect because it's for everybody. I do not know of a local support group for dads at all. South Alabama, if you're local, South Alabama has anybody can go in there. But as a support group for just dads, I don't know of one. It's totally a thing. I'll talk to my husband again today and see if he wants to do something, because he's a good homeschool dad. But anyway, I don't know of one. There might be one or two, but not local. South Alabama is for all parents. Professional home educator. Everything I do is all parents. Erin has a paid group that dads, it's not like it's not for just moms. Most support groups that you find will be for everybody. It's just that predominantly moms are usually the ones. So there, I mean, there could be dads, but I don't, for just dads, I don't know of any. No, I don't know of one. I wish there was, but professional home educator would be your a good one for you. And South Alabama, if you're local to the Mobile area, most support groups are fine for moms or dads to join. It's just you have to realize going in that they're probably going to be more moms than dads at the events, and that's just because culturally that's just what we do. And but I do think it's changing, and the next 5 years I wouldn't be surprised if there'll be some popping up. But anyway, I've got to go. I will see y'all soon.